Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Thursday the 24th of June. So looking at the markets today, and firstly looking at the risk factors coming out later on. If I can get the right chart coming up, it would be good. Let's start off there, let's have a look. Okay, so just looking at the risk factors then coming out today, we've got German business climate at 9 o'clock. It might give us a little bit of a buzz. It doesn't give us a great deal of movement, but it might just give something there at 9. But really what the traders are really waiting for is to see the reaction of the Bank of England here. And the biggest likely move is going to be in this MPC asset purchase facility vote. So I should imagine, I would imagine the official rate will be agreed at 0.09, but the difference may be coming in this purchase facility. So that's what the markets will be looking at. That's what analysts have been looking at this morning. I said this morning at 12 o'clock. I can't see a press conference. I'm not sure if there is a press conference planned, but there's no press conference mentioned here. If there is a press conference, that will also create some volatility. But just watch out for 12 o'clock. Normally it's about half an hour later, but anyway. Final GDP for the US then coming out at 1:30. Final data doesn't have the same buzz as the first data, the prelims, etc. But it could still give us a bit of a move. And of course, employment's become so much in focus that the two numbers coming out at the same time there muddy the waters somewhat. But just watch out at 1:30 if you're just about to press a button. Okay, that's what's coming out. There's the risk in terms of data coming out later. Looking and then at the technicals and starting off with the euro here. It continued its bounce a bit yesterday, run short of its daily 8, just pushing up it managed to get above its weekly pivot here. I was looking at and I'm sort of looking at this, if it can hold on here and push through this morning. It's looking quite bullish as it is. Looking, it may push up towards that 4-hourly 50 next. Got a half decent move here, big outside bar. If we get a continuation pass through the daily pivot here, I could be bullish, looking for back towards yesterday's highs. That's the euro. The pound. So the pound also a bit of a shove today. I think it wouldn't be looking to trade it this morning. It may see more consolidation. We've seen it running pretty much through the Asian session here. May be best avoided until the news comes out. I won't do anything more on that. Dollar yen. The dollar's been strengthening again against the yen. It's sort of a continuation of this move. Lovely move. That's what I was looking for. Quite a few weeks ago, it seems now. Never got back into it, but there you go. It would have been hitting my target around these levels, so it's continued to do quite well. Where it is at the moment, a bit of divergence sitting through here. It's selling off at the moment, but we saw this even yesterday. It's hanging back a little bit, but there's a chance for it to drift back down a little bit. Just coming into the shorter time frames. There you go. That was its drift back there, midday-ish there, but we'll see. It's looking a little softer at the moment, but lots of things happen, and it's post 8 o'clock we may get a bit more action on this. Okay, Aussie dollar. Just looking at the Aussie dollar then, pushing up here quite solidly at the moment. Again, it's above its weekly pivot there. 4-hourly 50 looks well and truly likely at this rate, and very similar price action here as to the euro. This outside bar here, bullish engulfing. Key reversal bars they are. We could see a continuation just pushing through here. All quite nice there. Canadian dollar. Okay, we've seen over the last couple of days this moving back down. As I've said before, it's one of the stronger fundamentally, but it had been in that huge trend down. I think we've seen quite enough profit taking for now, and it's might be just setting itself up for continuation to the downside. We've got the same sort of, well, inverted of course, but the bearish engulfing in this case, bar sitting here. This could be again a bit of a continuation, maybe a break below that daily pivot. So plenty to look at there. Some opportunities post 8 o'clock setting up at the moment. I will be just a bit patient about them, but they do look quite good. Aside of that, then let's have a look. A couple of the let's just a quick look at the euro pairing here. I'm sorry, I don't have stocks on here. Sorry, I'm just getting. Okay, so euro yen, same sort of. It's had quite a retracement of late on the dailies here, pushing up quite nicely, and yeah, it all looks like there's more upside potential in what I'm looking at here. Just a continuation here, really. Found some support of the 50 again post 8 o'clock. If that's continuing to run, it still looks like there's more upside in that. Right, looking then elsewhere, S&Ps. So S&Ps this morning, well, we saw yesterday, really tiny day, real inside day there. On the S&Ps, not really moving too much, very consolidated, but consolidation around the top, around the highs, often means that we'll see a continuation in the major direction, and we'll just see if it can break through at some point today. But very consolidated at this stage, but with potential in my book. That's the upside. Gold, looked at this yesterday afternoon. It was looking quite grim at the time, and yep, it's just not got the oomph in there. It seemed technical term that it pushed up pretty well into on the 4 hourly there, but then it just started rolling back all the way, and it's pretty much rolled back all the way at the moment. It's still erring on the downside, really. Now it could. I'm just looking. There is potentially is a bit of divergence across the floor lows here. Has got a daily pivot above. Maybe that'll draw it above, but it doesn't look particularly good as it stands. Right, I'd probably avoid it. Oil. So oil. Oil pushing up there yesterday once again, new highs. I didn't really look at this in the afternoon. It obviously shot off there and then gave it back. So there was the 2 o'clock push, already trending up before that, though no real entry for my little simple method, which really looks for these retracements like this, and I'm more interested in that type of move through the morning, just trading it in the afternoon. But it's already pushing up at the moment. It might set something up later. It still looks like we could be. I mean, there's calls now for $100 oil. That'll get everyone pumping it out again in quite good volumes, and soon stifle that, I should imagine. But for now, the excitement's around it, and it's pushing up, and you can't get in the way of it. Okay, that's that. Let's have a look at the Bitcoin pairings. Oh, someone's asked Euro Swissy. Let's have a quick look at Euro Swissy. So Euro Swissy, down day yesterday. A bit of a weird old market there. It was looking like it had some potential, but it's got into such a chop again. Look at it on the 4 hourlies. It's just, when it gets like this, it certainly isn't a day trading pair for me. I bring it down to an hourly and I can't work out which way that's going to go. Possibly to the upside. It was moving in that direction previously, but it's just so consolidated where it is at the moment. But dailies, well, it does look good for more of a break. We're obviously drawing a trend line on there. It does look good for some potentially more upside. Might be worth being patient, just waiting for it to run through its monthly pivot there and joining a little bit later, maybe, because at the moment it's just chopping. You could just end up getting into a chop. Okay, if you're already in it, well, hold into it on the upside if that's what you're looking for. Right, where's going to look at? I was just going to look at then, just get the right chart across here. Let's just have a quick look for those that are looking at following a crypto. So Bitcoin, just check we've got a weekly here at the moment. Let's just change this back to a daily. I thought it looked a bit strange. There we go. So a bit more of a bounce yesterday. We've seen this sort of I mean, it has made a new low there. It's got a bit of a bounce going on at the moment. I, I'm not totally convinced with this overall move at the moment, and it may just be a short-term bounce before it just carries on. Ethereum similar here. There's some of these are becoming, relative to where they've been, they're quite good value, and you think that some people, some traders, are maybe starting to buy into these. And Ripple, it's it was one of my favourites in terms of the potential it could make, and when it had its potential, and it did that. But then it's sold off pretty much since. But Ripple, Ethereum, and I just prefer them so much. Their potential, but at this stage, everything's been sold off there. A lot of it being pinned down apparently to China, but for whatever reason, it doesn't matter at the moment. They're all looking at a tad on the soft side, but maybe Ethereum, Ripple may have opportunities at these sort of levels with a smaller risk to be starting to at least peg something in if you're that interested. Okay, that's pretty much it for this morning. Nothing else there for now. I'm going to end the YouTube flow, so I wish you a great day, and I'll catch you. Sorry, I can't do AMC. Jesus. I'm going to call it a day. Have a good one. I'll catch you in the morning. There we go. That's that lot gone.